Hey, welcome to this episode of the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Mead, here at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about spiritual life-work balance, and we're going to continue on the themes for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with health. So episode 1, or on a Monday, I call it Contribution Freedom Monday, how you want to contribute in your spiritual business. But while you contribute in your spiritual business, what I would love to do is support you in having that spiritual life-work balance. And so health is just a game changer to really look after your health. So in this podcast, and what I will do is just shut this down. So in this episode and on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, I do what I call my journaling in my Soul Legacy Journal. And so this is called the Soul Legacy Journal, 365 Days of Your Spiritual Awakening Story, a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers. And so when I went through a spiritual awakening, which I know that many of you have gone through, multiple spiritual awakenings, I wanted to recreate my life. I had spiritual awakenings in all of the 7 areas of the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, from contribution, my life purpose, to my health, to my emotions, to my environment, to my relationships, to my spirituality and my finances. And so that's why I talk about these on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast and talk about that spiritual business and life work balance. Because when I launched my spiritual business, I had no clue what kind of model I wanted to build. And now I've built a model where I can share with you how to create that spiritual business work-life balance. And I say it in that way, it is your spiritual business and then work and life balance. And so when you schedule out your work and you create passive and soul client income streams, then you're looking after your health. And so I love this, and I love the this podcast roles, right? I wanted to live an intentional life. I wanted to set intentions, and I wanted to hold myself accountable. So I do it publicly, but I also wanted to support my students in living into their life purpose, leaning into that, but leaving their legacy. So they were launching their day, leading their day, and leaving their day with ease, grace, and flow. So as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy and the host here at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona, apologies, I'm normally off the live, so apologies. So I have got a call in a little while, and I'll share with you what that call actually is before I actually continue, because it's interrupted us. But living an intentional life, I don't hold everything in my brain. I set alarms and I set intentions, and I am in alignment with my vision, and I create my vision board. And I will share with you my vision board to support you in creating that spiritual business and life work balance, living an intentional life. And so you may have seen that on my YouTube channel. You may be a student at the Soul Legacy Academy. And so as me hosting a movement, I call it the Soul Legacy movement. And the intention is to improve the mental health and well-being of our nation and our future generation, to escape a poverty consciousness and elevate a prosperity consciousness. That's my movement, and that's why I'm here. And so I will talk about health, but I talk about health more in depth on that vision board challenge. And the vision board challenge, if you don't know, is on my YouTube channel here at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. Spiritual business and success isn't just about the money. We know that. And we, as light workers and spiritual entrepreneurs and spiritual coaches and earth angels and authors, we're not here for the money anyway. But we know in the physical, we need to actually earn the money, because we don't want to go out and work for somebody else. So, and if we do, we're like, okay, like, how do I actually build a business model where it's sustainable and have that financial freedom and that life work balance? And so you may be doing something on the side, you may be working full time, you may be caring full time, you may be doing all those things. You may have multiple businesses, whatever it is. I really want to support you in looking after your health. Now, on my vision board, I set a vision for a year, right? And so I divide my life into 7 areas. So in order to have balance, we dissect our life into the 7 freedoms, the 7 areas, and we have the vision of freedom, we align with the value of freedom, and the vibration of freedom. My vibration of freedom for my health looks like freeing up my mind, so I'm not thinking about anything. Hence the alarm on my phone. And so on my vision board, I talked about my awakening, and one of my awakenings, which was like devastating for me as a mama. I'm a bereaved mum. My son passed 10 years ago. He would have been 30. And so, excuse me, like I've got hay fever. So I'm going to tap that out. So when I was going through that, life didn't look and feel the same, obviously, as a mama, and I had to rebuild my life. To be standing is a huge thing for me, and to look after myself after that is a huge thing for me. And so part of the journey was me, that drove me, my own mental health and well-being, my own emotional health, my own physical health, my own spiritual health, my own social health, my own environmental health. I talk about all the health on the vision board challenge, was for me to give back. And so that alarm right there is for the third call, the third Tuesday, to support another bereaved mama. And so I trained as a volunteer 2 years ago, and I haven't had a match. And so right now, that is what I'm going to be doing when I get done with this, for an hour, supporting another mama. And I say that because it's like, oh, well, the alarm went off. But when you are setting an intention to hold space for yourself, then when you're strong enough, you can then reach back and support somebody else, because that's what we do as gifted light workers. We're here to give back. We've gone through our dark times in order to be in service, paid or not paid. And so this call is just an honor. And so I tithe my time, as well as tithing money to compassionate friends. So I just wanted to say that, because it looks like I'm out here saying this and I'm saying that. No, I practice what I preach. And I feel emotional because my daughter had my son's daughter, my granddaughter, over last night for the first time. And I was like, oh gosh. And we were on the monthly call last night, and I was like, oh wow, that's just so beautiful. And then my daughter just sent me a picture of my daughter and my granddaughter, my son's daughter, in the car. And I was like, oh, it just, it's bittersweet. It's beautiful, but it's bittersweet. So in looking after my own mental health while I build my own spiritual business, my son is the guide that fuels me. My daughter is the reason why I get out, daughter, to leave my legacy. And if I don't look after my health while I build my spiritual business, then we're screwed. So I contributed a story to the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, and it was called Nana Noni's Second Time Around. And I share in that how my mum's mum, my grandmother, lived to 101, but she was dancing in the Caribbean on her 100th birthday and drinking rum and all the things. Hey, love. Hey, gorgeous. Hey, yes. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Let me do this new comment thing. Yeah, a lot of miracles. Let's see if it works. Does it work? Okay, comment again and see if the comments come up in this box that's next to me here. That's why it's great. So welcome, thank you for joining me. So yeah, so my daughter, I did as well, Yasmin, as a grandmother. And so the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, as a grandmother, and I submitted a story. I don't know if it will be approved, but it was Nana Noni's second time around. And my daughter is pregnant, and she's seven months. And so, you love that story. Thank you. Yeah, that story that I wrote, I did share it with you. So my experience of being a nana and a grandmother, is really huge for me. And so living to 100, I want to look after my health. So I get to 100 like my mom's mum. So I will live to 100. Because when I say that, I plan to live to 100. And my mum says, she corrects me, and she said, your grandmother never said that. She said, I will live to 100. No, I plan to, I will. And I'm like, that'll be me. So health for me is a really big deal, and building my spiritual business in alignment with that is a really big deal. Thank you. Do you see the comments coming up? Woo-hoo, it's new on StreamYard. All right, let's go in. I did pull a card for today. I'm going to try get done like earlier. I did pull a card from Keepers of the Light. I haven't read it yet. We will do gratitude as usual, so you can do that with me. And as I mentioned, and I don't know, yes, you did. Yeah, you did do it. The vision board challenge, you can go through that. If you want to have that spiritual life work balance, my vision was the only thing that got me through. My vision was the only thing that got me through. I had to rebuild my life. So you can request the access to the Google Doc. And when I do my vision board challenge live on the second week in December at 7:30 p.m. UK time, I know you were on it last year, Yaz, and you were waiting for a day 8. And I'm like, no, there's just 7 days. 7 days is a lot. It's like there's not enough freedom on day 8. That was absolutely hilarious. It was beautiful. But yeah, so if you've not done the vision board challenge, I encourage you to do that so that you can see your vision for your health while you're contributing in the world, and also see your emotions, your emotional health, your physical health, your environment, all those things. We cover everything. So do go through that. Do request it. It's free. It's on my YouTube channel as well, at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. So you can watch the replays, come and watch me live, and get homework and be an active participant. You were amazing on that challenge. I really want to pull the comments up anyway, but they're on the screen. Wow, 100. Yeah, my mum's mum lived to 101, right? And so I think some of her sisters lived to over that. So I'm like, yeah, we've got good genes. So let's, we've talked about vision. So I want to talk about health as you build your spiritual business, because this is living an intentional life, setting intentions. But as you build your spiritual business and you think about your health, do you think about your health? Like your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, your social health, your spiritual health, all the health? I do. And so one of the things that I do when we talk about living an intentional life and setting intentions is living in line with your values. I talked about values for your life purpose yesterday on episode 1, but your values for your health. What are your values for your health? I wanted to feel healthy, feel vibrant. I also wanted to feel like a sexy mama. Like I'm just saying, like I wanted to feel like really alive and really vibrant. So if I don't build my business in a way where I feel like I'm really looking after myself, it's like, oh gosh, this business. Do you know what I mean? So consider your health and the business model when you're building your business. I love my business model. So, and I've on the vision board challenge, I have a whole set of a list of values for you. If you go into the online teacher portal, Jazz, I don't know if you've done this. If you go into, so this challenge is free on my YouTube channel, but I've also repurposed the challenge and created a course out of it. So all the homework that I mention in the vision board challenge are in my online teaching portal. It's $7.77 for you to go in there. And I've got a list of values that you might want to include and incorporate in your life, and say no to certain things and yes to other things as you're building your spiritual business and as you're having your vision for your health. I'm going to share with you, I have a 2-hour monthly coaching call, which you'll see in the online teaching portal. It's $77 a month, but I do gift it to my students. So I'll share with you how I gift it and why I gift it. And so I do believe in having that spiritual life work balance. And so there's a 2-hour monthly coaching call. I call it the 7 Freedoms Frequency Call in Gym, because we talk about the 7 freedoms and balancing your light work and your lifestyle. In there, you'll see the homework, you'll see the value sheet, you'll see every year's challenge, I update it. You'll see the coaching call. I love it. And so again, when I've built my business, I'm thinking about my own health. I can say, go over there and the challenge is laid out for you, right? All 7 days are laid out for you. You can come and join me. The next year's going to be laid out as well. So Yaz says, oh, I'm used to just pulling up the comments on the screen. Yes, says, of course, my business is built on my health story. Your business really is built on your health story. Yeah, I love that. It is your business. And that's where you've had that awakening. And so as I talk about in the Soul Legacy Journal, that our spiritual awakening, right? As we journal, we're journaling out from where we've had that spiritual awakening, what has been that catalyst. And I have a co-author book series where my co-authors share about their stories on the area that they had their awakening, because I had an awakening on all areas. I'm telling you, it's just a lot. All right, so values. What I wanted to do is talk about, and I've got like notes, is rate your vibrational frequency. And I'm going to share with you how to do this. And I think, yeah, as you know, let me put my phone over there and hopefully it doesn't go off again. So I'm going to come close to the screen. Apologies for that. So health, freedom. This is how I want you to rate your vibrational frequency every single Tuesday. All right. So I'm going to rate mine now. And so my vibrational frequency is, so health, freedom, Tuesdays. So health, this is what it is. So I remember every Tuesday, look after my health, and I'll share with you what I've done to look after my health, what is on my vision board, and what I've done today already. And it's like 12:30. So you rate between a 1 and 11. And again, on the vision board challenge, I walk you through this. I can't walk you through it every day, like how to like rate your vibrational frequency. But you by the time, if you come to each day of the Seven Freedoms frequency, Seven Freedoms podcast, intentional living, when you rate your vibration in each area for your life purpose, your health, your emotions, your environment, your relationships, your spirituality, and your finances, or by Sunday, you're going to get, you can add up, you can add up your score, and you will score between between 11 and a 77. So you'll see where you're vibrating and what's dipping in your life, what area, and what you need work on. And so again, I offer a 2-hour monthly coaching call to support you and support my students. And again, I give that. So rate your vibrational frequency in your journal. All right. Tell me how you feel. In Soul Funk is 1, and in like North Star, like I'm in Soul Flow, is 11. Like everything's manifesting. I feel in flow. This morning for my health, I've got up, I've gone to the gym. I've done my steps, I've drunk my water, I've got my herbal tea with apple cider vinegar in it, cinnamon, what else? Ginger, lemon, it's a green tea, sea salt, all things. And I've been fasting. I did my V-Shred workout. All of that is on my vision board, and I plug it into my day. I put my feet in my foot spa. Because I'm doing the grief companion support work today, I'm like, how do I really love up on myself on a Tuesday? So I usually put my feet in a foot spa after the call. However, your girl's going on a date. Okay. I'll share with you what that's all about on Friday, Relationship Freedom Friday. But I plug those things into my day. I've dyed my grays. I've done my eyebrows. I've given myself a facial scrub. I've done my nails because I'm growing them. I've done my feet, scrubbed them, all the things after going on the mountain. Trust me, they needed scrubbing. It's just, I feel really, really amazing. It's just like, I feel really vibrant and I'm just glowing. And that's in the middle of a standard somebody else's work day. I work on me and I support me so that I can show up for you. And hopefully I'll be an inspiration. Yes, a date. Tune in for Relationship Freedom Friday, and then actually subscribe to my second YouTube channel, the Intention Dating app, to attract your soulmate. I'm just saying. So a 7-hour journey to come and have a date with me. How beautiful is that? We'll see. I'm not going to give it all away. It's Health Freedom Tuesday. So your health of your relationships, right? Your health of everything. And so I want to say how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day is your legacy now. You know, when we think, I heard someone, she was a student of mine years ago. And shout out to you, Laura, if you ever watched this. I saw her on YouTube yesterday, and she was talking about the ancestors. And one day that she would be a mother and you know, be an ancestor to a great grandmother. And I think like that anyway. And so launching and leading and leaving our legacy, how we launch our day is like huge. And so it's our legacy. Our legacy is now. So it's not like once we pass, we leave a different legacy. What we're living is the legacy that we're going to leave, right? So how you launch your day, your morning routine, how you lead your day, and how you leave your day, that is what I want to inspire you to do. And if you come to the Seven Freedoms Frequency call-in gym and get coaching from me, I will ask you to add up your rating every single day. And then when you come on the call for each week, you give me the final score so that we know what to work on. So I'm coaching my students regardless. Did you say wow? What did you say wow for? Yes, all the 7 hours. Because your girl's special. I will let the cat out of the bag. So how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day. So I did say that I would share with you how to get on that, how to be gifted. And so you get gifted an entire year of coaching with me. And most of my students don't utilize this. I'm like, it's okay by me. I get time off. But there's a 2-hour space for you as I segment into my days and my months. And so if you come to the Spiritual Business Book Marketing on YouTube Masterclass and Bank 50K in 50 days, one, I'll show you how to bank 50K in 50 days vibrationally here. And then I'll give you the model to bank 50K in 50 days and actually talk about the lifestyle and make sure that you are having that spiritual life work balance over the year, over the day, the week, the month, and the year. So on day 2 of the Vision Board Challenge, I talk about health. And so every single Tuesday, then we come back and we revisit what you put on your vision board, journal it out, visualize, be in vibrational harmony. I didn't say that. I looked at my vision board today and I did my tapping today as well. I tap emotional freedom technique, all the things. And I'll share the book that I was reading today as well. So what are the 1 to 3 things that you could do to set the intention for your health? Now, I've been doing it. I'm like, okay, well, every single Tuesday I'll come back and I'll put my feet in the foot spa while I'm supporting somebody else. And then I'll do my facial scrub. Then I'll do do you know what I mean? I've got my workout routine in the middle of my day, how I launch my day. Commit to it now. Write it down in your journal. You don't have to write it on the lives. I do have, if you sign up for the online teaching portal, there's a private community if you don't want to put this all over the socials. Yes, my ancestors watch up. They're like excited kids. Yeah. And we will be that as we're living it. All right. Next thing. Let's express gratitude because I've got to make sure that I am on time for this call. So the way that we do gratitude for the intentional living is, hang on, let me just take that off, is we say, I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate, whether it's something in the past, something in the present, or something in the predicted future. So you can't say that you're not grateful for anything or you're not happy about anything. And you're not, when you're having those days and you're going through that awakening and it's like everything just sucks. Like sometimes we feel like that. And sometimes we're like, I'm done. I want to go home. I get it. However, this is about raising our vibrational frequency so we're in alignment with a vision that is on our vision board. In order for that to manifest, before it manifests, we've got to see it in our mind's eye. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. If you don't believe it, can't conceive it, you ain't achieving it. That's not me, it's a law. So what we want to do is see it and believe it. So this is the believability bit, that you feel it in your body. So let's go through the 7 freedoms, the 7 areas for living an intentional life. And say, and you can say out loud with me, I have my gratitude stone because my daughter gave me this. So I say, I'm happy and grateful. Let's go contribution. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the contribution that I was able to make on our monthly call. Yaz, we missed you on our monthly call, my free media kit collab call. And so co-authors were on there. Others were on there. It was absolutely amazing. The community, Yaz, it got lit. It got lit. It was amazing. I'd love to see you on there. So I'm really happy and grateful that I was able to make that contribution. Hands down, it's just amazing. My life purpose. And so something that happened to me, many things, many spiritual awakenings, I'm able to inspire others, not only to share their story, but actually to connect with each other. Yes, watch the replay. The replay is in the soullegacyacademy.com in the global networking hub for soul guided influencers. It's in there. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate my health, my foot spa. My girls, my soul daughter and my daughter bought me my foot spa and I love it. Like when I gave up my home, I took my Mac and I took my foot spa. It's like, let's go. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate emotional freedom. And I end up closing my eyes as I'm saying gratitude because I'm feeling it. That my daughter sent me the picture and just for me to feel it. And my mum, I showed my mum the picture and she's like still mad at my son. Like, why did you get on a motorbike? Like, but we were able to just share that and she got it. she got it. I was like, I miss my boy, you know, and she gets it. One of my 5 brothers, passed away 20 years ago. So we've both lost sons. She gets it, you know. Not that I wanted to get it, but she gets it. So I'm happy and grateful and appreciate that emotional connection where I can just say it out loud, like, I miss my boy. You know, his daughter looks like him a lot. She was 1.5. She's nearly 12. She's 12 in like 5 days. So I'm happy and grateful and appreciate my environment. I'm really happy and grateful and appreciate this. This environment right here is just amazing. Oh no, don't apologize. I'd love to see you on it. Watch the replay. It's pretty cool. We've got some really beautiful souls coming up in there. Like, oh, I was bursting. I was like, I was just like, oh, it was great. I can't remember how many people were on. Maybe 6 or something. I can't remember. 6, 7. I don't know. 6, 7 maybe at full capacity. But yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, I'm happy and grateful and appreciate relationships. The relationship here, you're here with me, and I love that. I love that. Thank you. And I'm able to share with you a day. I'll share more about the gratitude on Friday. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate spirituality. The fact that every single person on our call gets it, and I can speak into this podcast and talk about spiritual life work balance. The fact that I talk about spiritual business. Some people are like, what is that? Like, when you know, and when you've got one, right? So it's like, okay. Financial freedom. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate when my bills come in, there's money there to pay them. The energy exchange of life purpose to financial freedom. I'm so happy and grateful that I figured it out. All right, next, the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. We are going to do this vibrationally first. Hang on, let me grab this. And again, I keep talking about this. So register for the masterclass. We're going to now do this Bank 50K. And I don't know if you've missed this yet. We're going to do this Bank 50K in 50 days vibrationally first. And so when we do it in the visible world, what it looks like is being in service. And so I say the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge. Now, I say to offer 50 breakthrough sessions that serve. And one of my co-authors had mentioned in the Facebook group is like, shall we book in a session? I'm like, no, I'm not giving it to co-authors this time around in season 1. But I do have places where you guys can win them on the Vision Board Challenge, in the MMMK, and also on the Spiritual Business Book Marketing on YouTube masterclass. And so I will share with you how to get a bonus one-on-one with me. It's the Spiritual Business Book and Course Creation Breakthrough Session. It's worth $444. So I'm not going to give those one-on-ones to co-authors in this season because the investment is just like a ridiculous amount right now. So I'm not going to do that. But if you want one, you can purchase one, and then I will eventually have a team. So how we do the Bank 50K in 50 days. So you have to be willing to serve. And if you offered 50 sessions, so if I have 50 sessions and I have 9 people sign into my mastermind, which is $5,550 dollars, that $5,555, sorry. That's 9 people. That's 50K in 50 days. If I offer 7 sessions every week, I've done it to the point where when I did my Bank 50K 50 days challenge first, when I first set this up, I enrolled 32K in 37 days. And some people went for the lower option and some people went for the higher option. And so that's what I teach you to do, offer a lower option and a higher option. So my lower option is 555 on my boot camp and 5,555. There's something for everyone. So if you did that, like, how many clients do you need in order to, sometimes it's like, well, I need to do a YouTube channel. I need to do a podcast. No, you need to just be in service, get an online calendar, offer 50 breakthrough sessions that serve. You've done it. That's it. So we do it vibrationally first because you're like, well, I've got money blocks. I don't want to receive the money. I don't want to ask for the money. This Soul Legacy Journal is a magical journal. I've got you covered in every single area because your health is suffering. Your sleepless nights, stress, worry, anxiety, doubt, all the lower vibrational emotions on the vibrational scale. It's just not cool. Like, and there's no excuse for it. It's like, no, you can serve because you're talented. And you can serve because you've hit your rock bottom and you've had your awakening. Like, package up and alchemize your shit and let's go. Like, there's no excuses. And I share with you how to do it. Like, I'm done with like hiding behind closed doors. We're not doing that anymore. Like, no, right? So this magical journal, I'm on one. This magical journal is the Soul Legacy Journal. And so it gives you, you're welcome, £1,000, dollars, euros every single day. Here at the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, the Seven Freedoms for Intentional Living, you get $1,000, pounds, or euros from me in vibrational money. That's real money because it's vibrational, right? And so you spend it. And so you tithe 10%, there's rules. You tithe 10% to a worthy cause. Mine is Compassionate Friends. I also tithe my time, which I will be doing when I get off here. And you spend the 900 every single day. And if you don't want to spend the 900, you can carry it over to the next day and make a larger purchase, but you have to spend it by Sunday, right? And so what you do is you get in alignment. You start to go and see the holiday. You start to, where I'm in Barbados with Yaz, right? Because I've looked up flights and I've visualized getting on the flight. I visualized seeing her on the beach. We've visualized being together on the beach, like just like chilling. Just enjoying the sun, doing selfies, posting to social media, going, yeah, we did it, you know? So spending the vibrational money has you let the universe know I'm in alignment with my vision. If you have a vision board, guaranteed some of the things that are on your vision board are going to cost money. And if you are out of alignment and you have money blocks, which we'll talk about on Financial Freedom Sundays, and your money goals, if you have money blocks or you're not in vibrational harmony with it and you don't believe it, you're not going to be in vibrational harmony and vibrational match. It's just a universal law that we all know, but we kind of like ignore it and think it's going to bypass us. It's not, like, it's just not, right? So this journal, £1,000, you do not spend the money on bills, and you do not hoard the money, you do not save the money, you spend the money freely, worry-free. It's vibrational money. What's your reaction when you go spend this money? You're like, oh, and then there's freedom in it. It's like, oh, I can get this and I can get that. And it isn't about the money, it's about the experiences. Make memories, right? So if I want to go and see my granddaughter, it's going to cost me money. If I want to take her out for the day, it's going to cost me money. If I want to go, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, the legacy that we leave is our health. We live longer when we're not stressed, right? The cost of living, I don't even know. All right, so back 50K in 50 days, do it vibrationally. I will share with you on the masterclass how to do it in the visible world, all right? Done gratitude. I'm going to talk about the book for today, and then I'm going to pull the card, and then I'm going to get off. So the book that I read for today, for Health Freedom, every single day I read a book, right? And so that's related to, I'm a teacher, I'm a student, I'm a teacher and I'm a student. So I love books. We've got a book club. You can come to the masterclass. You can come to my book club. My book is Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul guided influencer's compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. Look after your health. I've got a book club. Come chat while you read. When you launch your book, you can post your book in the book club. All the things I want to know about books. So the book that I read for today was oh gosh, I've lost my piece of paper. We're good. Was Tapping for Weight Loss and Body Confidence by Jessica Ortner. I love tapping. I tap every day. Tapping the emotional energy, the meridian points. And if you don't know, just Google EFT and use it, because if you have fear or health issue, anything, you can tap it out. Anyway, in the book, chapter 1, she was talking about how she felt ashamed of her weight, and she was like, I'm not going to be happy until I've lost this weight. Now you might think, oh, well, what's that got to do with like my spiritual business and that life work balance? When we're stressed or we're worried or we feel low vibrational feelings about any area of our life, it blocks the other areas of our life. And so for me, weight loss, body confidence, I am training and doing my own health and fitness, and I'm trained to be a personal trainer and gym instructor and nutrition coach. So it's a big deal for me. So on the Intention Dating app, I intend to coach singles and couples through the health, because I think that people are just showing up in the world like really sloppy and not looking after the health, and it's not okay. So anyway, Jessica Ortner talks about the anger and the fear and all the things that she's felt, and the shame, like I said, and the panic around her weight. And so then sometimes when, especially if you've got a business and you're like working all the time and burning the candle at both ends, or you're not eating right, you're not drinking right, you're not sleeping right, it's going to impact your health. And so you might emotionally eat, you might gain weight, you might think, oh gosh, I don't look great on camera, whatever it is. So Jessica Ortner does tapping, and it's a really cool book. And she says that she would relax, she'd lose weight, obsess about exercising, all the things, food, and then lose weight and then relax and then just hate herself, like not like her self-image. That is not a cool place to actually live from. And so she says that basically the way that she handled it was through tapping. And the way that she was thinking about her weight and her health, because it impacts all health, right? Your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health. So she says that, as Albert Einstein says, and I said this on our monthly call yesterday, as Albert Einstein says, to think that you can create results from the same level of thinking, it is insanity. You have to think differently. And I just say, tap it out, like, don't even worry about it. So that's the book that I recommend. Again, we can come to the book club and I'll talk about this some more. I was going to talk about it a little bit more, but I want to wrap this up because I've got an appointment. So the last thing is our card. I'm not going to read out the actual description. This is what I pulled for today. And this is from a card deck called Keepers of the Light by Carl Gray. And so I went to go pick a card for Health Freedom Tuesday, and so many cards fell out. I was like, Daniel, don't do that to me, my son. I was like, really, give me a card for today. And it is faith. Can you see that? Faith. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. And I'm going to read the extended message. I'm going to keep that for me because I've got to get off. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. Yaz, you're amazing. Whoever else was watching this is awesome. Remember to enroll into the portal. It's $7.77. Come to the masterclass. I will see you for Emotional Freedom Wednesdays. Big love, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Thank you so much. Love you guys. You're awesome.